Vāsudevāya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Nārayanam namaskrityam
Narayana Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayat Mudirayat
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtapraya Subhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttam Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavadirnaistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Nastiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namah.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, text number 19. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Scheduled Incarnations with Specific Function. So 2-7-19. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Tubhyam cha Nārada bhṛśaṁ bhagavān vivṛddha.
Tubhyam
Nārada bhṛśaṁ bhagavān vidur.
bhāvena sādhu parituṣṭa uvāca yogam.
bhāvena
sādhu parituṣṭa uvāca yogam.
Jñānam ca bhagavatam ātma-satattva-dīpaṁ.
jñānam
Jñānam bhagavatam ātma-satattva-dīpaṁ.
Yat vāsudeva-śaraṇā vidur añjasaiva.
Yat
vāsudeva-śaraṇā añjasaiva.
Word by word meaning. Repeat behind me. Tubhyam,
Tubhyam,
unto you.
unto
Cha,
cha
also.
also.
Nārada,
Nārada,
O Nārada.
O Nārada.
bhṛśaṁ,
bhṛśaṁ,
very nicely.
very nicely.
bhagavān,
Bhagavān,
the personality of Godhead.
the personality of Godhead.
vivṛddha,
vivṛddha,
developed.
developed.
bhāvena,
bhāvena,
by transcendental love.
by transcendental love.
Sādhu,
Sādhu,
your goodness.
your goodness.
parituṣṭaḥ,
parituṣṭa,
being satisfied.
being satisfied.
uvāca,
uvāca,
described.
describe.
yogam,
Yogam,
service.
service.
jñānam,
jñānam,
knowledge.
knowledge.
cha,
Cha,
also.
also.
bhagavatam,
Bhagavatam,
the science of God
the science of God.
and his devotional service.
And his devotional service.
ātma,
Atma,
the self.
the self.
sa-tattva,
sa-tattva,
with all details.
with all details.
dīpam,
dīpam,
just like the
just like the
light in the darkness.
light in the dark.
Yet,
Yeah,
that which.
that
vāsudeva-śaraṇāḥ,
vāsudeva-śaraṇāḥ.
those who are
Those who are
soul surrendered unto Lord Vāsudeva.
soul surrendered unto Lord Vāsudeva.
viduḥ,
Viduḥ,
know them.
know them.
añjasa,
Añjasa,
perfectly well.
perfectly well,
eva,
Eva,
as it is.
as it is.
Translation purport by Zivingri Sabhay Charna of the AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat begin me. O Nārada,
O Nārada,
you were taught
We were
you
taught
were taught
about the science of
about the science of
God and His transcendental loving service
God as
His
a
transcendental
transcendental
loving
service
service
by the Personality of Godhead
by the
by the personality of God
in His incarnation of
in His incarnation
Hamsa-avatara.
of
Hamsa-avatar.
himself.
He was
He
He
was
was
very much pleased with you
very much pleased with you
due to your
due to your
intense proportion of devotional service.
intense profession of devotional service.
He also explained unto you
He
He
also
also explained unto you
lucidly
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 the full science of devotional service,
the full science of devotional service,
which is especially
which
which
is
is especially
understandable by
understandable by
persons who are
persons who
who are
are
souls surrender unto Lord Vāsudeva,
soul
souls
surrendered unto
surrendered
Lord
unto
Vāsudeva,
Lord
the
Vāsudeva,
Personality of Godhead.
the personality of Godhead.
Purport. The devotee and devotional service are two correlative terms. Unless one is inclined to be a devotee of the Lord, he cannot enter into the intricacies of devotional service. Lord Sri Krishna wanted to explain the Bhagavad Gita, which is the science of devotional service, unto Sri Arjuna because Arjuna was not only his friend but a great devotee as well. The whole process is that all living entities, being constitutionally parts and parcel of supreme living being, the absolute personality of Godhead have proportionately minute independence of actions also. So, the preliminary qualification for entering into the devotional service of the Lord is that one being a willing cooperator, and as such, one should voluntarily cooperate with persons who are already engaged in the transcendental devotional service of the Lord. By cooperating with such persons, the prospective candidate will gradually learn the technique of devotional service, and with the progress of such learning, one becomes proportionately free from the contaminations of material association. Such a purificatory process will establish the prospective candidate in firm faith and gradually elevate him to the stage of transcendental taste for such devotional service. Thus, he acquires a genuine attachment for the devotional service of the Lord, and his conviction carries him on to the point of ecstasy, just prior to the stage of transcendental love. Such knowledge of devotional service may be divided into two sections, namely primary knowledge and the nature of devotional service, and the secondary knowledge of its execution. Bhagavatam is in relation with the personality of Godhead. His beauty, fame, opulence, dignity, attraction, and transcendental qualities which attract one towards him for exchanges of love and affection. There is a natural affinity of the living entity for the loving service of the Lord. This affinity becomes artificially covered by the influence of material association, and Srimad Bhagavatam helps one very genuinely remove that artificial covering. Therefore, it is particularly mentioned herein that Srimad Bhagavatam acts like the lamp of transcendental knowledge. These two sections of transcendental knowledge in devotional service become revealed to a person who is soul surrender unto Vasudeva, as it is said in Bhagavad Gita 7.19. Such a great soul fully surrender unto the lotus feet of Vasudeva is very, very rare. Hare Krishna. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाद पाशाशते शतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा. So today's sloka, again, Brahma is giving the explanation about the various incarnations to Narada Muni, and in that Brahma, today this sloka, he was talking about the Hamsa Avatara. So during the Hamsa Avatara, Lord gave the knowledge about the devotional service to Nārada. So why Lord choose Nārada? That means he is the quality of the person also, it is matter there. So because of his quality, the surrender to the Lord, the person who is fully surrendered to the Lord, for them, Lord will reveal the knowledge. That's the uh, essence of this sloka. So there are two different things are there. These are correlated things, devotee and devotional service. So who is a devotee? The person who is doing the devotional service, that person is called devotee. So we currently in the current scenario, we are all thinking that who are all going to temple, they are all devotees. So we can, one sense, we can call them as all of them as a devotees, but in that also there are different level of understanding, different level of realization people are there. The neophyte who are very new to bhakti, or they don't know what about bhakti, those kind of people, they will go to those kind of devotees. There's a lowest level of devotees. They will go to temple to ask something from the Lord. Lord, give me this, give me children, give me good health, give me appearances, give me job. So for asking something, they will go to, they heard that, okay, if you ask the Lord will give. So they will go to the temple. So that is one category. The next level category, they may away from these material contaminations, material world, they may renounce these material things, but they are little ahead of this kind of a doing the tapasya, and they wanted to get the mystic powers, the yogis. So they will in the another category. They don't want these material things, but they want some siddhis, anima, lahima kind of siddhis. That means more heavier than the heavy, more lighter than the light. So light, they wanted to travel one place to another place. So like that, those kind of siddhis to walk on the water. So all those kind of siddhis to get, so those siddhis, they will worship the Lord. So it is not necessary there is no difference between the person who is looking for the material opulences and the person who is looking for the some mystic powers, because both are for the self. So that's the reason this material attractive person is in the lower level, and the person who wanted them some mystic power in the next level. And there are some devotees third level. What they will do, they will go to the temple and they understand that, okay, Lord, I need liberation. Okay, if I worship the Lord, if I follow the process, I will get the liberation. I need to get out of this material world. For that, they will go. So this is the third level of devotees. And there are final stage, that the topmost level of devotee are there. Those are all the actual, we need to call them as a devotees. Those people, they are know how can I serve the Lord? How can I make the Lord happy? How can there is a loving exchange between the Lord and him. That person is called devotee. Yes, he is really wanted to have the association of the Lord. They don't have any interest with liberation. They don't have interest with any mystic power. They don't have any interest in the material appearances. They left everything. They just, how can I serve the Lord? How can I make the Lord happy? So those are the topmost level of devotees. So how can they be like that? Because of their the knowledge revealed to them, and how much level of realization they got. So there are many such devotees in the history we can see. So they are all, even though there are very small, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, they are very small age itself, they got the realization. Even though they were initially, Dhruva Maharaj, he was looking for the material opulences, but because of his determination and the because he is very at a very age, very young age, very childish. When he was child, at the age of 5 only, he was doing all these activities because of his innocence. Lord provided the Dhruva Loka to him, and also he blessed with his all the knowledge. So the soul which is surrendered to the Supreme Lord, the Lord will take care of them immediately. So take care of the soul, whatever they require. Because they don't require anything on the material way. They require only the knowledge and love towards the Lord. The loving exchange will happen between the Lord and that person. There are so many devotees we heard. So in Udupi Krishna. So in order to the Dasa, when he was not allowed to go inside of the temple, when he went backside and when he was crying and doing the and reciting slogan, not he's creating a poems, he's writing a poem about the Lord. Then immediately what happened? Lord turned to his direction and he showed his Lord he was able to the darshan to Dasa. Even though he is a low born, he is not a qualified Brahmana. But because of his devotional service, because of his understanding, because he not required anything in this material world. He want only the love towards the Lord and surrender unto the Lord. Because of that, he was able to get the mercy of the Lord. And in Kerala, the Guruvayur, there is a temple called Guruvayur temple is there. It's also a very famous temple of Lord Krishna. In that temple, there was a devotee called Bhattatri. So the Bhattatri, he initially he was a devotee of the Lord, and he when his spiritual master got some problem in his body, he accepted that pain, and that pain transferred to this Bhattatri, and he was not able to turn his legs, hands, anything. He became very stuck position. So he tried with multiple ways to rectify the problem, but nothing happened. And when he saw his he sent his disciple to go and check with there is a famous astrologer. He asked him to check the astrology. So he saw that the astrologer is a very famous astrologer. He saw his the astrologer calculations, and finally he told that, okay, your problem will be rectified if you glorify the Supreme Lord from the fish incarnation. When what he told is, when your tongue touch from the fish, then your tongue need to touch from the fish, and you need to glorify the Supreme Lord. That is the way he told. Then this guy, the disciple, he got astonished. Okay, how can he's a great Vaisnava? How can he touch his tongue to a fish? And he came back and he told his master that your astrology is fine, your problem will be rectified. But how to rectify that process is very, very astonishing for me. I got shocked because your tongue need to touch the fish. From that, you need to do the devotional service, glorify the Lord. Then your problem will be solved. That's what there in your Kundli, in your the astrologer told by seeing your astrological calculations. Then he got he understood that, because only the devotees or the intelligence will be there with the devotees. They understood that the astrologer told, you want to glorify the Lord from the fish avatar. The Lord is the avatar. So through his tongue, you need to sing a song, poem, the slokas from the fish incarnation. So Bhattatri, he was not able to walk. He was not able to travel also. So what they did, because during that time they have to walk, 500 years back, they have to walk to the here and there. So that time, Bhattatri, he wanted to travel to Guruvayur. The people, he carried him in the palanquin and to Guruvayur temple. Then he came to the Guruvayur temple and he was not able to see the Lord because he was not able to, means, shake his leg also. Neck here and there. His neck also struck. Then they kept in one of the place. They now also the place is called Bhattatri's place. In the inside of the temple, it is there. He was sat in that. It's near opposite to the Lord. He sat, but when they kept him, he was not able to see the Lord because his neck was bent. So he was praying to the Lord. Lord, I am unable to see you. I came. What an unfortunate person I am. I came here all over the places or all over the way, and I am still in front of you, but still I am unable to take your darshan. Like that, he was say because of my problem. That's what he was saying. Then Lord spoke with him, and Lord told, you cannot shake your leg, not a problem, but I can shake my neck, right? So he shake. Lord means came out through, means from the Garbhagriha, he extended his neck and he was seeing that devotee in Guruvayur. Then he was able to take the darshan of the Lord. Then in the Bhagavatam, there are 18,000 slokas in the Bhagavatam, 12 cantos. Those Bhagavatam, he comprised and he started glorifying the Supreme Lord. The entire Bhagavatam, the 18,000 slokas, he comprised into the 1,000 slokas and he glorified the Supreme Lord. That is the very famous, in Kerala, it is very famous Narayaniyam. So at the end of the Narayaniyam, what happened? He freed from all his problems or all his bodily problem. He was jumping and he was doing he was glorifying the Supreme Lord. So that Narayaniyam is 1,000 slokas, which is equal, it is the condensed version of Srimad Bhagavatam. So he glorified the Lord like anything. And finally, he got rectified. So this is the loving exchange for the devotees. So devotee, he said, I don't want to, you don't want to rectify my problem, but I wanted to glorify you. So he glorified the Supreme Lord and it got rectified. And that Narayaniyam is, if who are with faith, who read this Narayaniyam with the faith completely, if you have any problem in their bodily problem, health problem, that will be cured. If they have with the faithful, with the complete faith on the Supreme Lord, if they read that, if they recite those slokas, 1,000 slokas, they will be rectified from the problem. So this is happening, the miracles are happening in Guruvayur. Many people, they won't read Bhagavatam and all, but everybody will read Narayani in Kerala. So this is the way. These are all some of the great devotees. They are surrendered selves. So they won't work anything for themselves. Then Lord told, Lord, why you gave this problem to me? Then he spoke with the Lord. Then Lord told, I want to get a Narayaniyam from you for my devotees. So that is the reason I gave this problem, so that you came over here, you recite Narayaniyam. Now that can be given to the world, so the people will get benefit out of it. So that Narayaniyam, to bring the Narayaniyam out, Lord made this pastime there. So Lord will make the pastime with the devotees, not the normal people. So normal people, they will always in the sense of sense gratification. They won't think about anything to sacrifice. They will think about how can I accumulate the wealth, everything. Like if you see the rat, it will find out, if you said a rat and the ants, these are all always thinking about how can I get the sense gratification? How can I get the food from where? Where is my food? Where is my food? Like that, they will search everywhere. If they get the food, then they will take away and they will keep it in a secluded place and they will eat that. So similar way, the people who are in this material world, without any knowledge, they are in the darkness. That's the reason it is specified that the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam both are like a lamp. It is giving the knowledgeable lamp. It is giving the knowledge lamp. Otherwise, the devotees are there in the darkness. All the people are in the darkness. Even though they're going to temple for their sense gratification, asking something from the Lord for their sense gratification. Those people are, why they are asking such things? Because they don't have the knowledge about the Lord. So when they get the knowledge from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, from there they can understand that what is soul, what is body, what is the purpose of life, what is the relationship with the Lord. After understanding all those things, the next step, Lord will give the, because once they understood that, I need to surrender to the Supreme Lord, because that is the verdict of the Lord also in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvadharman parityaja mam yekam sharanam braja. So that is the verdict of the Supreme Lord. When you understand, Lord will give the opportunity to study the Srimad Bhagavatam. So by studying the Srimad Bhagavatam, we can understand the Lord, fame, quality, beauty, strength, wealth, everything we'll understand. By understanding that, a person, what will happen? The love developed with the Supreme Lord. Then it will incline us to do the devotional service. So then we'll do the, there's an attraction happen with the devotional service. Then we'll get into the devotional service. And Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita in 7.19, what he is saying that? Bhagunam janmanam ante jñānaman mam prapatyate vāsudeva sarvamidhi sa mahatma sudarlabha. That means after many births, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes, and all this is, such a great soul is very rare. So we cannot surrender to the Lord whimsically. With the knowledge only we can surrender to the Supreme Lord. He is a supreme, I have to surrender to the Lord. So how he is supreme? Why others are not supreme? All those knowledge, when the person is getting, after that only he can surrender complete to the Supreme Lord. And Lord also saying that such kind of souls are very rare in this material world. Also, Lord is saying that in Bhagavad Gita 18.55, Bhaktya mam abhijanadi yavan yachasmi tattvadaha tadamam tattvato jnatva vishate tat anantaram. Here he is saying that one can understand me as I am, as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in the full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. So when the Lord allows the person to enter into his kingdom, when the person understood Lord, who is the Lord completely, and only what is the mean to reach the Lord? Who is the Lord? Just because the philosopher also reading the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, even the other communities, other religious people also reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, but they are not able to understand fully because they don't have the faith on the Lord. They're just reading for to give some opposite comments for that, negative comments for that they are reading. So in that intention, if they read, they won't get the taste in that. So for them, the Lord put a cover there. So only by devotion, here in this sloka, Lord is saying that only by devotional service, a person, when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion only he can enter into the kingdom of the Lord. So there is for the other people, they cannot enter at all. So today's sloka, we discussed about the incarnation, Hamsavatara, what happened? Incarnation of the Hamsavatara gave the knowledge to the Nārada. So we can understand the quality from the Nārada's quality, because everybody knows Nārada, who is always singing the glories of the Lord. He is always glorifying the Lord. Anywhere he will go, anywhere in the three world he will go, but he will say Narayana only. He won't say change the name at all. He will always surrender soul to the Supreme Lord and inspire the glories towards the devotees. So that is the way, that's the reason he was glorified here. When Nārada is glorified, Nārada is got glorified because of his surrenderness and how he got the knowledge. So if we also get that kind of mood, Nārada kind of mood, to surrender to the Supreme Lord completely, then the knowledge will be revealed to us. The knowledge, by getting the knowledge, what will happen? Our intents towards the devotional service will increase. Then by doing the devotional service without expecting anything from the Lord, then we will be purified. So this is the devotional service is the process which will take us from a lowest level, the sense gratification, towards the highest level of devotional service, which is how can I satisfy the Supreme Lord? And get the loving exchange like the devotees, whatever we discussed here today. So let us all pray to Supreme Lord to give such a devotional service to us, and we will to increase for that the main thing is to get the understand the knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, which are the base for the understanding this devotional service, and start the loving exchange with the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.